So, welcome back to the next episode. Hopefully, this one is a little bit more action packed and not such a goddamn snooze fest as the last one were. I'm going to start every episode with a little bit of a Diplo screen so you can see what's up. We just took Livonian Order now, and we snagged 2 provinces in Teutonic. Gdansk is probably the one that's going to be hardest to take, but that's for another time. We're going to have to take Lund, and then I think we don't need to take Holstein, but we need to take Lübeck and all the way up here. And we need to take a lot more provinces to be able to be probably the biggest one who joins the Reformation League Wars. If we're unlucky, then England, not England, but France and Castile will join as a Protestant. It's not very likely, but I've seen it happen. And if they do, it's going to be pretty hard for me to to get up there as the leader for Line on the North. But I'm thinking about what we should do now. I thought that I started the stream previously, so I prepaid a couple of loans. I only have 1 loan left. We have built to our supply limit, and we have 16.5k out of 24k as manpower. So I would say we're doing pretty good right now. We have the Civil War, who will start at 1482 due to our extension being big or large, but that will not happen because 79 is when the last court is done. So that will be all nice and dandy. So let's just see for the achievement. Sweden is not overpowered. Can't move the achievement screen, which kind of sucks. But they actually mark. Yeah, so we need to take Lübeck, we need to take Lund, we need to take Bornholm and Gotland, but not the whole of Denmark, which is a little bit strange to me. So it goes in here to Lolland, right? If you want to be picky about it. So it should be Sjælland, Fyn, Schleswig. But I mean, not complaining. So that's probably not the hardest one to do, to be honest. If I really wanted to go for just that hardcore, I could just probably take Pomerania, deal with some kind of a coalition for a while, take Lübeck or Mecklenburg. Like, that wouldn't be the hardest one. It wouldn't be that hard. Poland would be the hardest one, obviously, but I'm quite sure I can get something done. Now, it's too bad that Norway left his courser. That's very, very bad. Because that was my way in. But he does have this one, though. Does have this one. So we could probably fabricate on Scotland some kind of way. Well, now you're thinking, but you don't have, how can you do that? You don't have Norway. No, I don't. But what I'm thinking is, in the Age of Discovery, you have the transfer subject for peace for half cost. Now, if you attack Denmark head on, Norway's going to be cost 148, so half of that would actually be manageable in one war. So I can take whole of Norway in one war. Sorry, nose is still running. So that would be actually quite decent. It wouldn't be too difficult to do. The difficult part is actually to, good job, Ottomans, is to try and attack Denmark without England joining. That is the tougher task. There's a bunch of different options. Denmark has, or England has, still has a little bit of land on the mainland. So they could be trapped. Or they could be in a war with France. The problem with that is that England will not start the war against France because Castile and Ferrara are in there. He could start a war with Thomond and drag France into it. Less likely. Or more likely, but still not very likely. And if France declares on England, I will actually get pulled into that war, which sucks a little bit. But what I can do then is, as soon as if I accept, I can just smash into Denmark immediately. If Denmark declines, I can also respectfully decline and attack Denmark immediately without having England joining. So me allying England in hindsight was a little bit of a mistake. But it's easier to be wise afterwards, right? Alright, let's go. So we're probably going to take the piece. Let's do this. Huh. Normally doesn't happen. That's normally a bad event. Improve relations with Pomerania for them not to join any kind of coalition against me. And let's see, coalition. Lithuania didn't really enjoy me taking the stuff that's part of their land. Poland is my ally. Muscovy couldn't care less of a shit. Denmark doesn't like it because I'm getting stronger. Pomerania is not fond of it, but it'll be okay. That's one of the problems I find playing in, maybe not in HRE, but close to this. It's pretty hard to find people to kill without making a lot of a fuss. So I could kill Novgorod now, but if I have a claim, but what's the point, right? I get 2 more provinces. I'm not going to reach that still. Well, now I actually might reach it from Muscovy. So now it could be. He doesn't have a claim on any of these. Yes, he has. Yes, he do. Claim. So he'd be a little bit upset. But I'll be alright. So if I ditched Poland right now, Muscovy would happily pick me up. We take minus the 50. He says 37. So 52, 37. That's definitely positive. But not going to do that just yet. I mean, I have a lot of favors with Poland right now, and they are not helping me for shit. Well, a lot and a lot, but 17. But they will not join a single freaking war with me. So Verdun is not joining now because they are besieged. Well, tough shit. Defensive war, Danish. The only attitude towards us is negative. Denmark and Portugal. Hopefully they get dragged into some kind of a goddamn war, right? So they will not attack Portugal, Castile, because they're allied. France will definitely not attack Portugal and drag them in. It would be hopefully they can do some kind of a thing up here. England has some kind of a war against Thomond. I'm probably butchering that. Thomond. Sligiach. But we'll see. Otherwise, we can still get on in Livonian somehow in about 13 years and get in on Scotland and get over there that way. Otherwise, I don't really see any way of getting out of here, to tell you the truth, which is a little bit of a sad business, to be honest. I mean, I kind of want to do something, right? Can't just hang here doing nothing. So that might be good, actually. Oh, thank you. Still not enough to not join the war, right? Okay, so you can only go up to 20. But England loves me. That's perfect. Fine. We're kin. We are kin. I will not be as happy when. Why did you rival me, man? That's harsh. I could have got in on you with Denmark. Just FYI. So Denmark doesn't like Austria, Muscovy, and Bohemia. Now we actually do need some kind of a, because people are going up to stage 6 now. Except for Novgorod. Jesus Christ. So to have the Space Marines, you need to actually have a lot of military power, right? 50. Wait, what? Minus Florentine Fort. Okay, so when we got up now, that actually changed. So make some states. Cost a lot to do this, but we have a mission for it, I would like to say, or I would believe. Conquer new states, state maintenance, and hard treatment costs. Let's see, all provinces in the Västergötland, Östergötland, and Skåneland. So that's these two then in Gotland. So Gotland is 14, that's 21, 15 and 21. It's not gonna, you can't take Norway as a subject and get both Lund and Gotland in one go, unfortunately. Which is too bad. Can we just have these guys pop sometime soon? Or they just disappeared now? Separatism. Let's see what happens if we move our troops. Königsberg, England. 0.1. Wow. -1 corruption, autonomy increase, 2 force. Okay, well I don't wanna. Might as well go ahead and stand over here then. We don't need that. We actually might need that though. Teutonic, it's 1. It's about 13 years, so we don't need to do that. Do some coring, or full coring. Are we not done with that? Oh, we have enough. Okay, we have maximum amount of states right now. So let's go up to Emerland. get ready to siege down some Novgorodian units. Ask for access from my little friend, the Muscovy guy, who's gonna be pissed off at me pretty soon. But I mean, can't be arsed. We'll take Karelia. And if Muscovy's being a dick right now, he is he's revoking his access to me right before I get in. But he doesn't do that because he's a nice chap. We can attack on Scotland. A royal marriage from Brandenburg? Why not? We don't have enough to do anyway. Why are you going in? Didn't you have 3? I only had 2, okay. Swore he had 4 of them. Rise up in Östergötland. So that's over there. So, you only need 3k for this. Wait, what? What? Denied exclusively noble offers has expired or exclusively now 100. Oh my god. That's not very nice, is it? Let's see here. So on the clergy, blah blah blah. Gain 45, minus 45. Burghers to stay loose. We'll do that. Aristocratic coup. 5 per month. That's actually pretty brutal. Can we do anything to get them down? Let's see there. S84, died held. Land theft tolerated. Feudal nobles base. No, we have to revoke some. Have to revoke some land, and that's gonna be. We're fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. And oh Jesus Christ. Thumond is taken now. You know, it would actually be kind of funny, isn't he? No, he had no friends. It would be funny if he had was allied to England, and these two small countries bring in both England and France. That would actually be kind of funny. So we're waiting as long as we can to pull those guys in. We are making that happening, and we're doing that, which is going to make it a little bit harder for me to take these guys. Can't take him. We can take 30 gold. States. Wait, what? That got away? Oh. So when we got states now, he actually moved below the cap. That is very nice. We'll eat this one every single time. So we probably should wait with this. Probably should wait. Yeah. So why should I wait? A couple of different reasons. Would that give me more prestige? A little bit. I can't annul any treaties because he doesn't have any. Man, poor this guy. Little poor guy. Denmark 2, 2, 3, 1. Okay, that's fine. 13 and 25. I can actually make both of them. Nice. So the reason I want to wait a little bit is to see if there's a chance of me attacking Denmark anytime soon. If there is, then we're going for it. Otherwise, I'm probably taking the aggressive expansion impact. So we've fought now since 44, 36 years, and I think we made decent progress. Nothing spectacular, but considering we just stood for 15 years doing nothing, I think we've done a pretty solid job overall. But we do have one army tech above mostly everybody else, and it would be a shame not to use it. But again, there's absolutely no body to attack. I mean, if I attack Denmark and Norway, I mean, I'm losing that fight. I mean, England has the same amount as I do. They'll probably go in somewhere in Norway, and I have to run around then and try and see where they are. Where they land is going to be way too difficult. I could probably take Lund pretty fast, but other than that, I think I'm pretty done for. We can attack Muscovy, I suppose. Poland would join, and Lithuania. I don't know how many troops Lithuania has. Poland has 34k. Muscovy, so let's say they have the same amount, and I would easily beat all of their. Could do that, and they're mostly pretty cheap development-wise. It's an option. Because other than that, I don't really know what my next move is. Attacking into Pomerania, I mean, could do, but they're part of HRE and Austria will defend them. And Austria has a lot of different friends. Let's see, does Poland get in on this Pomeranian action? He does not, man. He is such a wuss. He won't even join against Denmark, which I think is a shame, because if he would have joined against Denmark, this would have been pretty easy. And he would have, if he wasn't in debt. I mean, I can help him with that, but him being malevolent, I can't help him with that. So whenever he gets out of this whole malevolent business, I'll be here to help him out. But for now, I mean, I got a pretty decent hem as well. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, Embrace the Renaissance. I should probably get that soon, right? It's in these, yeah. We might just save once and go for the Muscovy and see what we can do here. Or do there. Let's do that. See what happens. I mean, we can sit here and roll our thumbs for a long time, and we can actually make something happen. And I mean, my manpower is up. Muscovy's fighting Crimea, but Muscovy's getting there. Let's see. It's France, Castile, and Poland who doesn't like them. Okay. So England will not join because I don't know what it favors, and it's a very distant war for them. Same thing with Brandenburg. And apparently my Diplo rep isn't as good as Denmark's is. Wait, what? Over here? Is that like a center of trade or something? I mean, yeah, but how much do I actually? I wanna kind of control my souls from here. So I think it makes a lot more sense to build this. Here. Let's do that. Let's do that. So rebel factions. It's gonna be cool. Kexol, right? We need to National Unrest guys, pretty sweet. Missionary Strength, Interior Spread, no, we don't want that, sorry. Might have lost connection. Well, I didn't. Just said like network error, but I put on the sound, everything is good. We're fucking doing this. Let's just have a little save here. Let's just have a little save, because if we fuck this up, I'm just gonna pretend it didn't happen. No, we're just gonna reload. So how often do I do this? Save and restart or whatever. If I fuck up majorly and it's like I have to restart the entire campaign, then yeah, I'll probably save scum. Or if I want to like try something that is kind of major, I'll also save before. But once I try something, so we're gonna try and go for this Muscovy thing, but if we lose the war handily, yeah, then I might restart. But if it goes so, probably just stick around, because that's how I learn afterwards, not just restarting all the time. Let's see here. We have the save file.